Okay. So, I decided to remake this video. And decided to make a mistake and roll my sleeves up. Not as cool as it was last time. So, as you can see, I'm back in Action's Garage. The only difference is, this is about, I've been here for just over about an hour and a half, so it's like almost 1. So it's light. You know, you can see I got the 2 windows back there. Letting the light in. Got this window right here, letting the light in. So, his guns are still here. Now, I ain't gonna lie and say I have Coke Straight. I got this can, but it's, again, random fucking dip. So, mostly the same shit. There's no Skullberry in here, but I taste Skullberry, which is really fucking weird. Like, all that's in here is Coke Mint, Coke Wintergreen, Grizzly Mint, Grizzly Wintergreen, Stoker's Wintergreen, and Original and Snuff. It's like, and there's a bit of natural in here too. But other than that, that's it. Kinda tastes like... So this is another involuntary dipicide. Suicide? I don't know. But, this is kind of involuntary, but I'm out of dip, and I ain't got no money. Because I'm broke some bitch. But, yeah. So, I'm gonna do a review on what I got. Never mind. Got it out. What the fuck? Oh, there's a fucking pile of shoes there. Look like a Batman type doll thing. And then I'm gonna do like a review on this. The cut's not bad. I accidentally put a bit too much water in here because it was dry. So I put some water in here to get it wet. If only it was that easy. Some of you might get that. Some of that might just go over some of y'all's heads. So yeah, there's a bunch of random ass dip in here. That's not really too random. It's a Grizzly Wintergreen and Mint, Coke Wintergreen and Mint, Stoker's Wintergreen, and then Timberwolf Straight, Coke Original, Coke Natural, and Coke Snuff. That's all that's in here. It kind of smells like bubblegum. Like that, generic fucking bubblegum flavor. The flavor when it's in your lip is an entirely different flavor. No, it's not really an entirely different flavor, but it tastes different than it smells. Like, it smells like toothpastey bubblegum, but tastes like Skullberry, which is kind of weird since there's none in here. Yeah, there's no Skullberry in here. Y'all want to know something kind of sad? Y'all know this is an airsoft gun from the last video. You know this is an airsoft gun from the last video. Some liberal somewhere would get pissed off at these. Just because they look real-ish. I mean, this one looks pretty real, for the most part. This one, I don't know about this one. I mean, I'm sure you could get tins, or not tins, but I played too much GTA. I'm sure you could get a gun that looks like this. It wouldn't be hard. Like you could just sand it and spray paint it. I wouldn't recommend that though, but it's an option. You could. Huh. Like I said in the last video, this gun is the one that I used. Like for every airsoft war, this is the gun I used. And I just now realized there's a switch right here. It says less. You can't read it. Right there, it says less. Here, it says more. I have fucking dip on my damn finger. less is less and more, so, you know, you fucking hold the trigger. Apparently, this wasn't, it was a full auto. It was a semi-auto. So I don't know what the fuck the more and less is. Because there was no full auto. This is just one shot. I don't know. Maybe that needs more power. I don't fucking know. If y'all know, drop it in the comments what the fucking more and less is on theirs. It's a fucking, I think it's supposed to be an M4. Not sure. It kind of looks like an M4. The stock's bent too. But, yeah. I say this kind of looks like an M4 because the only M4 I've seen in person and shot was when I was at Master at Arms Training in the Sea Cadets. Then we went to a firing range. It was just kind of like a fuck-off day, but, you know. It was kind of like a fuck-off day, but we went, you know, did some gun safety shit. But, shot, what was it? An M1911, I believe. An M4 and an MP5. I figured an MP5, the trigger would be more sensitive than it was. But it was like, you shot it in three, no, it is a 3-round burst. So that one was anyway. Never mind, that makes sense. Because I had it up, I think I was like, pull the trigger, just don't let go, pull the trigger. We were only allowed to load it with 6 bullets. So I pulled the trigger, it shot only 3 rounds. So I was like, huh. Only time I've ever shot a full automatic weapon though. Back to the whole M4 thing. It was a SWAT gun. Because we did the Master at Arms training with the Mount Pleasant Police. And when we did the firing range, we went to the firing range. The gun safety instructors were the SWAT team members. And the dude's M4 is a little bit bigger than this one. It's you know, you can't really see shit on. That's not really doing any justice on YouTube. It's maybe 2.5, 3 foot long, something like that. Go to Walmart. I'm sure you'll see one of these there. I mean, they're in a box, but you know, it was about this size, except it was all black. There was a shit ton of attachments on it too. It had like a fucking scope here, and a shit ton of attachments down here. Yeah. That was a fun day. That was a good day. But, I have no idea where the fuck this video was supposed to go. I just decided to make a video. So, yeah. Go back in my videos, just under a year ago. I think it was like November or October of last year. I think it was November. I did the Sprite dip. If y'all are new, you don't know what the Sprite dip is. Not by new, I don't even know what the fuck I'm supposed to mean by that. If you haven't seen the video that I made or other videos on it, the Sprite dip is where you take Copenhagen Wintergreen and Copenhagen Natural. Kind of like the Dr. Pepper dip. Instead of Grizzly 1900 and Skull Cherry. That's what it was. Or, there was another one. It was like a not Dr. Pepper. It was like a Coke dip or some shit. You mix something else with Skull Cherry or something like that. I don't remember. But the Sprite dip, you take, I think it's 2 parts Coke Wintergreen and Coke, or 1 part Coke Natural. somewhere around there. You want a bit more wintergreen than you want of natural. And it's supposed to taste like Sprite. Kinda does, if you do it right. And then the last one, I didn't do a video on it, but it was not a dip combination, but it was a thing you could do with dip. If you watch Outlaw, you've probably seen it as the country ham dip. If you don't know what that is, it's you take Grizzly Straight, you take a pinch, put some salt on it, and put it in your lip. It tastes like country ham. So you gotta use just the right amount of salt, or else you'll overdo it. Speaking of salt, new salt, it's a fucking salt substitute. Supposed to taste just like salt. No, it doesn't. Tastes like ass. And if you don't use a normal amount, like if you just like lightly sprinkle the shit, then it tastes like salt. If you do more than a light sprinkle, it tastes like ass. Like it tastes like a fucking chemical. It's fucking gross. It's like Splenda. Can't stand Splenda. Anyway, this video is too damn long. I'll end this video, then I'll do another video, drum set tour, because I haven't done one of those for this setup. And I need to redo my fucking one tom because it's fucked up. Yeah, I'm gonna do that on this video here, and I'll start recording that one probably right after I stop this one. So yeah, I'll see you on the next video.